Welcome back to the Media Unrestricted podcast. I'm Chase.
And I'm Dylan.
All right, before we get into it, I just wanted to thank real quick to the 3 new subscribers. We really appreciate you, and welcome to the channel.
Yeah, and be sure to give us a like and a subscribe if you enjoy what you see here today. Yep. And we're just going to get right into the first main topic here. All right, so our first main topic we have for you today is that Knives Out 2 has added 4 big names to its cast to go with Daniel Craig. Now, you can see the picture of them right here. 3 of them are from Marvel movies and TV shows. You have Dave Bautista, Edward Norton, yeah, Catherine Hahn, and what they say her name was? Janelle Monáe from a movie called Antebellum.
Antebellum, which is a movie that came out.
So these are the big names that have been added to the cast so far. From what I've seen, they said they're supposed to be adding more. So
I'm curious to see what Dave Bautista's role could be in this movie, because that's kind of an odd movie for him, because he's more in action movies. I mean, this, I guess, isn't... What would you call this kind of movie? Like a mystery-ish?
Like a murder mystery?
Yeah. But Edward Norton, I feel like, just fits it perfectly. And he just kind of has that good look of maybe like a cop. Maybe he'll be with Daniel Craig or something. But, I mean, this is definitely great picks. I look forward to seeing who else they pick, because I think they'll be just as great as these 3 for sure. I'm not sure who the other one is. So, but I mean, I think they're great pickups, and I can't wait to see Knives Out 2.
Yeah. If the cast for the first movie was huge, and just looking through it, or just looking at what we have right now, it definitely looks like they're going to try to make another big cast with some big names. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess we just got to wait and see who else they add, because whenever they do add more, we'll be sure to bring their names to you to let you know about it.
Yep.
All right, so the next topic we have here is, it was announced from Don Cheadle himself that Michael Jordan is going to be in Space Jam 2. Now, at the moment, what his exact quote was, that Michael Jordan is going to be in the movie, but not in the way we expect. Do you have any prediction or thoughts about what you think that means?
I couldn't tell you right now. I mean, because I feel like what he has to be in is maybe playing basketball. I feel like he'd have to be maybe on the team or something. That's what I feel like he'd have to be, but I don't quite know what.
I don't remember where I saw it, but somebody had a theory that the way that he could return might be in that Space Jam in this Warner Brothers thing is the first Space Jam is one of the movie worlds.
Oh, okay.
And the real life Michael Jordan being in Space Jam first movie is a movie world. Okay. And they're saying maybe they meet him through that way.
Okay.
Sort of something like that.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's just a theory somebody has.
Yeah.
Which I can definitely see. That's a way that nobody expects. Mm-hmm. But I just have no idea what.
I have no idea. I knew he had to be in the movie, because I mean, how can you have Space Jam 2 without Michael Jordan, the man, the myth, the legend? But I don't know. I'm very curious to see when the movie comes out, to see what his role will be in the movie. I just hope it's not a short cameo, because we want a little bit more than just
I'd love to see him interact with LeBron. Yeah. Maybe have some dialogue exchanges. I don't know.
Something cool. I don't want a cameo, just something that's gonna be about 15-20 seconds, and that's that. I want Michael Jordan just to be. I mean, it'd be cool if maybe he would be join LeBron's team or something like that, or something maybe Bill Murray did. He did at the end of the movie. Yeah, maybe something like that. But I don't know. I'm very curious to see what it will be. I know it comes out this summer, so
yeah, it's out July 16th on, I think it's in theaters and HBO Max.
Yes, both of them. So we'll definitely cover more for probably Space Jam, because I feel like there'll be a little bit more something trickling down the line here shortly. On to our next topic. Just a few days ago, they released the trailer for the Forever Purge. Well, I gotta just to rant a little bit before we get to what you think about it. If you have any, or do you have any quick thoughts on?
Yeah, I thought the trailer was pretty good. like what yeah, I just thought the trailer was pretty good, and I like the way that they're going with it. One of the things that I saw was that somebody said it looks like a zombie apocalypse movie without the zombies. Mm-hmm. And that's an interesting premise, you know, just humans attacking each other.
Yeah, my rant is not about the trailer. My rant is more or less because how many more Purge movies do we need?
I think they said this is the last one.
I hope so, because I mean, I never would have thought the Purge would like still be going on right now, because I mean this, I think if I'm right, I think the 5th movie in the franchise.
I think so.
And then they have a TV show. Mm. I don't know if it's still on or not, but I just, you know, there's only so much you can do before I feel like you slowly kind of start repeating yourself.
Yeah.
But like I said, I didn't have like, I mean, I will definitely see the movie because I've seen all of them. I'm very curious to see what they do with it, because I like the animals, like them. I thought that was really kind of cool and creepy-ish. And I don't know how many more. Like I said, I hope, like you said, this is the last one, because it's an idea that was smart when the first movie came out, and you can only expand further on to it before, like I said, you start repeating yourself and just kind of getting the same thing out. But
yeah.
I'm not sure when this movie comes out. I don't remember it saying a release date, but if I had to guess, I'm guessing probably this
July 2nd.
Oh, July 2nd.
Yeah,
which is probably about right, because usually it always come around 4th of July, so it always kind of makes sense. But if Dylan's down to see it, I'm down to go check it out and see how it is.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to see it.
On to our next topic. ShangChi Free Guy will play in theaters for 45 days, and then they will hit straight to streaming. I saw this the other day, I think it was on Thursday night, and I kind of found it really interesting that they are doing this. What's your thoughts on it, Dylan, about them doing this?
This kind of, like, doesn't this kind of go back to what we talked about last week with the Emily Blunt and John Krasinski thing?
Pretty much.
Because isn't that what their whole dispute was with about their movie? Because they said I think theirs was also 45 days in theaters, and they wanted to be paid up front since it wouldn't be in theaters longer than that.
Yeah.
But did they say if after the 45 days it's going out of theaters and going into streaming? That's what it is.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Like, isn't that stupid? Like, don't you want it to make as much money as possible in theaters?
Definitely for Shang-Chi. I mean, wouldn't Disney want it to be...
I'm wondering if maybe they're doing it with Shang-Chi mainly because, like, I don't know if it's not something we've talked about on the show, or because it actually was just talked about this past week. But China might actually ban it from showing. Yeah, because they said it's not up to par with what they like want from like a movie that depicts their culture and stuff, or people from their culture. So they think there's talking about just outright banning it. And I guess that might be the reasoning behind this. They're like, we're not going to make the money from China, so we might as well just throw it on the streaming service. Which they can do that, and then they'll probably put it behind that Premiere Plus BS. Yeah. But that's how I feel about it.
I feel like more or less what it is these studios are trying to get you to get out to the theaters and basically give you a thing like, you got 45 days if you want to see it in theaters, and then if you don't make it by the 45 days, then give us your money through a streaming service. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this is just, I guess, a loss of money. Because, I mean, you want movies to make, you want them to rack in the cash and everything you can. But I feel like you're just, I don't know. You're just, I guess, not going to, they want to make money, but they're not going to make as much because you're limiting yourself on how much time you can have in the theaters. And I don't know. I'm curious to know if this is going to be a common trend. Because, I hope not. I mean, this is definitely because, I mean, like because Quiet Place is that Paramount? That's Paramount. Yeah. Shang-Chi is Disney. Free Guy is, I think.
Was Free Guy? Is that Fox? Let me see. Maybe this will say. It says Disney. ShangChi and Free Guy are Disney's first pure theatrical releases. So, I mean... So, because I think,
that's right.
21st Century Films... Oh, no, they're talking about the New Mutants. But I'm pretty sure it is from Fox.
Yeah, I think so, too. Because I think it's, Fox. I think that's just interesting that they're kind of following in that same thing that Paramount's doing. But, I don't know. I'm very curious to see, like I said, if this is a common trend. I hope it's not, because I want studios to make money, not give it to streaming services. I hate streaming services.
Yeah, I do too. Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong, they've got good things on there, but I'd rather see, like, these two movies for sure. I'd rather see on a big screen, not this kind of a little screen. But maybe that's just me. I don't know.
All right, and with this next topic, it's some pretty exciting news. Sonic 2 has actually wrapped. It says principal photography, but we know it's wrapped filming, like entirely. Filming, the director Jeff Fowler has actually posted on Twitter this picture right here, talking about that they wrapped filming in Vancouver and thanking all the special talent and everything. Side note: the shirt he's wearing, I owned that like back in high school.
Yeah.
A lot of people were remarking about the mushrooms behind him. I'm pretty sure that's probably just a reference to the mushroom world that Dr. Robotnik went to at the end of the first movie.
One, yeah, that's what
they're probably going to show like how he comes back from there and everything. So that's probably where that's going to come from.
Yeah, but I'm glad it's done. I know I think we've talked about it a couple times with like some set photos and everything. I guess now just time to put in the CGI work and everything, get that done. And
yeah, has there been a release date announced for this yet? Yes, there is.
Yes, there is. April 8th, 2022.
So we got like almost a full year.
Yeah, less than a year. I can't wait. I'm excited to see Sonic 2. If it's just like the first one was, because me and Dylan think it's the same director from the first one. So
yeah, it is.
And that movie was such a great time. I think this one will be nothing more.
Yes.
Except with Knuckles, because Knuckles is always cool. So I can't wait to see what other stuff we get now. We'll get a trailer probably soon. Probably another poster. Well, maybe a better look at a poster. Probably very soon. So stay tuned for more Sonic news in the given months. I can just feel a trailer coming very soon.
Yeah, the trailer's probably going to come probably in like November or December.
Yeah.
Kind of like
I see that on like a Thanksgiving. Kind of like,
yeah, somewhere around there probably.
Like, around like on a Thanksgiving, like when you have a football game on, like you throw it on there or something. But definitely a trailer will be coming very soon, so stay tuned for that.
All right, and this next thing we have for you here is Chase actually saw the movie The Little Things. That came out back in January.
Yeah,
but he's actually got a review for you.
Yeah, I got a chance, and I've been looking forward to this movie. I always like these cop. Kind of thriller, kind of mystery movies, and this movie kind of reminds me of Seven, because they're very similar. Because I actually just watched that the other day for the first time and had a good time with that movie as well. I don't know if Dylan's seen that one. If he hasn't, he might need to check that one out.
Okay, is that the What's in the Box?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that, but I know that.
Yeah, you gotta see it. It's a good one. Anyways, I really had a good time with this movie. I kind of saw some of the reviews after. The reviews are very mixed. Everyone's got the things they like, things they didn't like, and someone's opinion's always different. But Jared Leto, this has to be one of his best roles. I mean, he kills this role as like a weird guy. I mean, he was just cool. Denzel, I'm not too big of a Denzel fan. He was decent. Rami Malek, this was my first thing I've actually ever seen him in. I never saw Bohemian Rhapsody or anything. I don't know. He's not as great as people kind of think. It's just in this one. I know John Campea, another YouTuber, he said this was probably Rami Malek's like bad day at the office kind of thing. But if you're kind of like into those movies that kind of keep you on the edge of your seat and always get you thinking, this is a movie definitely worth checking out. It's a good time. So don't listen to what the reviews say. Like I said, it's very mixed. Some people like it, some people don't. So I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Definitely recommend.
Our discussion right now is we're going to give you our full review and rating for Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead. Now, if you saw our fresh out of the theater thoughts video for it, you'll know that we both really liked it.
We enjoyed it.
I mean, obviously there were some issues. This is like, I know usually, I don't know. What I'm thinking now is that our fresh out of the theater is basically our quick spoiler free thoughts.
Yeah.
And then whenever we get to the show, it's gonna be full spoilers.
Yeah.
I think that's what we should start doing.
Yeah, I like that.
And okay, so we're just gonna go spoilers all out. There's gonna be nothing flashing on the screen or anything because it's just gonna be spoilers from here on out.
But give a quick. So if you haven't seen the movie, I'll say this: if you haven't seen the movie, Dylan will put a time thing just so you know when to just go to the next story. So
I'll just say skip to this time, whatever.
But yeah, I had a good time with the movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. If you heard from the video, one of my problems, quick thoughts, was less talk, more action. And Dylan made the good point. Yes, you need character development, but I do feel like this movie was a tad bit too long.
That's a common thing I've heard.
It was just a tad bit too long. But I mean, other than that, I mean, it's just a fun time. These action scenes in this movie was, they were something special because they were keep you on the edge of your seat. Good, fun entertainment. You can go on. I'm trying to think of the other quick problem I had.
A lot of the things that I liked about this, like one of them was that they walled off Las Vegas from the rest of the world with like shipping containers. Mm-hmm. And cool. Like one of the last shipping containers they put into place, it showed Dave Bautista like looking at a mom and daughter as they were getting eaten by zombies. Then he was just crying because he couldn't save them. Mm-hmm. And then it just shows the shipping container dropping on them. You don't see any blood or anything because they were crushed under the thing. Yeah. But that was one of like a cool scene that they had in there. Later on in the movie, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, later on in the movie, you get I forgot what the actor's name is, but he plays he played John Dory in Fear the Walking Dead, and he's like the guy who played Scorpion in Mortal Kombat is like the main, because you've seen him in the trailers. His lead bodyguard is the guy who was in Fear the Walking Dead. He's in this movie. He goes along with them. He says to make sure everything goes smoothly, but what he's really there to do is take the queen's head for himself and basically let everybody else die. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that was what
that was what the plan was all along.
The plan was all along. It wasn't about the money. The money was there, and I guess it was theirs if they could survive. But his main goal was to get the queen's head, because what he said in the movie was that they were getting the queen's head to create biological warfare with zombies. Because he said anybody who has this holding up the queen's head, he said, controls your own undead army. Yeah. And he said the ultimate bioweapon, which would have
been a cool thing. I would have been interested to see
cool sequel idea.
Yeah, that would have been a cool idea. But as he was saying, that dude, whenever, like, because right after that, like in the trailer, like the zombie, like tiger thing it was, like, he dies by that, and god damn.
He rips his face off.
God, I wanted that to happen at least to someone in the movie, because I saw that was in there. I needed that to happen, and I got it, and I was like, thank goodness.
Yeah, it couldn't have happened to a
more deserving person.
Yeah.
But I figured out my other complaint was, I felt like I wish there could have been more. This one's a real little one too, but there could have been more in the casino.
Yeah, I feel that did go quick.
I feel like there could have been like so much cool like potential you could have done with that. Like the scene in the trailer where Dave Bautista's on top of the slot machine shooting the zombies isn't even in the movie, which kind of sucks. But other than like I said, those are little, like, I guess you say nitpicks. But I mean the acting in this was pretty decent. Dave Bautista was a cool leader guy. I like the alpha like zombie king guy. I thought he was. I don't know who played him. I don't know if they even gave him a name to know who he is. But he was cool. And they give the girl that looked like Rhea Ripley a name. The blonde one.
I can't remember.
I liked her character too. I thought she was good, and I'm glad they that the dick cop guy.
Yeah.
The one that was an ass. I'm glad he got what he got too.
Oh, that was it. The security guy who worked in security. Yeah.
I think. But if I also found out after the movie that they're making a anime and a prequel called the prequel is called Army of Thieves, which has the kid in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it's gonna be kind of like his thing, and then the anime,
the kid,
like the blonde, the young kid, the one that sacrificed himself for the
the German guy.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And the anime is going to be based on everyone from the thing, like what they did before, leading up to that. Voiced by everybody from the movie and directed all by the same person. I think Zack Snyder still got his hands on it. But overall, I give this movie I think I give it an 8. Definitely check it out on the big screen. I think it's only playing in theaters till Friday. I don't think it was playing in theaters for a week. I don't think it was playing in theaters that long. So if you can get a chance, experience it in theaters. That's the way you need to see it. Don't see it on your TV because it's not going to get the same full effect you had. Like I said, I give it a solid 8. Definitely recommend. And I'm curious to see what the anime and the prequel do it for it as well.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8 too. Obviously, it has its issues, but it definitely feels like a Zack Snyder movie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was a fan of his Justice League, like Zack Snyder's Justice League. I originally wasn't a fan of Batman vs Superman, but the that extended cut made it a lot better for me because it actually explained some stuff that I had issues with. Because I told Chase whenever I first saw that I had issues with stuff, and then told him immediately after we watched the other cut that it fixed a lot of those issues for me. So I'll just say it. I'm a Zack Snyder fan. After originally not being one because I thought his movies were garbage.
His movies look nice. That's what I.
Yeah, I love the look of his movies, and this one looked nice. Good too. I liked all the characters. Like I said, I give this one an 8
like
too.
Dylan said, like right in the reaction, he was creeped out a little bit sometimes.
Because I was like this. I was like this sometimes because there's a scene actually where where there are a bunch of zombies that are just like standing up sleeping or whatever, and they have to like sneak through them. With it's like it reminds me of that scene in The Walking Dead season 6, I think, where I think it's called No Way Out, where they have to cover themselves in like zombie guts and blood and walk through the horde of zombies. And if they do anything out of the ordinary, the zombies are just going to turn around and devour them. And that's basically kind of like what it was. They just had to be quiet, and they had to be quiet and sneak around the zombies.
And that one guy from what'd you say, was Fear Walking Dead, or was he in The Walking Dead? Which one was he in?
He was in Fear the Walking Dead.
And he basically screwed over one of the people. But boy, she didn't go out fighting. She didn't go down just like giving up, man. She was out there kicking ass, man. I actually liked her character a lot. She was really good. Like I said, Zack Snyder's movies, the way he shoots them, he makes you, I guess, get a full frame. Because a lot of it, I mean, like I said, that's why you need to see it on the big screen, because you just, some of the scenes just look nice. Like seeing the Vegas. Like right there at the beginning, like when there's like the leader zombie and the 2 army guys like looking over Vegas, it just looks so damn nice. But if you get a chance to see this in theaters while it's there, definitely check it out. I know it made, I wouldn't say it made a lot of money, but it made like
$780,000.
Yeah, so I mean, if you can get a chance to go check it out, if your theater around you is showing it, please check it out. Watch it on there instead of Netflix. But 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8 out of 10 for me also. And with that, move on to this next topic here, and that is that Marvel's What If show, the animated show that explains different what if scenarios in the MCU from like Guardians of the Galaxy if T'Challa was picked up by Yondu, and if Doctor Strange became a servant of Dormammu, just like all those. Captain America became a zombie, like in Marvel Zombies, just like all those different things. It's been confirmed that the show is coming this August. Presumably it's coming right after Loki ends, because Loki comes at the beginning of June. And do we know how many episodes Loki has?
No, I don't think.
I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure that means it will definitely be coming right after Loki, probably like either the week after or 2 weeks after.
I think it'll do what WandaVision did with
a week break.
Give about a week break and then get you with it. Not do what they're doing now with Falcon Winter Soldier taking this long of a break to Loki.
But yeah, also like what it says here in the article, it fills the gap between Black Widow and Shang-Chi, because I think Shang-Chi comes out in August.
Yeah.
So I mean, it'll fill that role.
And Black Widow is July, right?
Yeah, Black Widow's July and Shang-Chi is August.
Yeah, but I'm worth looking for checking this out. I think it's got a lot of interesting stories, and I'm just curious to see how they all play out. Definitely the one I'm most considering is the zombie Captain America one. I can't wait to see what that one entails, and just kind of see what if this leads anything more, maybe. Like if they just keep telling, like after this, if they'll go with another season and keep just telling different stories, because I feel like it could be just a fun, not, I guess what it's a serious kind of show, kind of just like a,
yeah.
I just wonder like what is the running time for these shows? Like if are they like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, 30 minutes? Like what's the running time? But
I honestly bet they're probably going to be out as long as like all the other ones have been, about 45 minutes.
Yeah. Well, but I'm curious to see that. But yeah, I can't wait to talk to you all about that in August, because I know we'll definitely be tuning in on Disney Plus to check them out. Okay, on to our next topic, the Friends reunion, which is coming out May 27th, I think, to HBO Max. They released a quick little teaser, which didn't really show much of anything, just kind of like them walking. But I am looking forward to this so much, because Friends is an absolute fun show. It's great. I've seen the whole thing. And this article is talking about the celebrity guests that are going to be in there. There's some interesting ones. If Dylan will scroll down, we'll read to you.
Of course. Let's see, right here.
Yeah. David Beckham, Lady Gaga, BTS.
Cara Delevingne.
Yeah, Cara Delevingne. Mindy Kaling. James Corden.
Do you want me to say this one?
Yes.
Malala Yousafzai.
And Justin Bieber are all expected to appear, which some of those I'm curious to see what's BTS's, what are they doing? What's Lady Gaga up to? I'm interested to look into that. I just kind of wonder, is this a like how Fresh Prince was, where they kind of just sat and talked, or is this going to be kind of like, I don't know, like another episode, like just episodes?
Oh, you mean like how they're doing with Dexter, like a short revival?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it says on here, it says it
says a special.
So it's an unscripted special. What's that mean?
That means they don't have a script for it.
I know. Thanks.
They're just gonna be talking.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll still be watching. I'm a big fan of Friends, and I want Dylan to check it out sometime too. Maybe I think he'll get a kick out of it too. But like I said, May 27th, gonna have a lot of celebrity guests. So if Dylan doesn't watch it, I will definitely watch it, and I'll definitely tell you my thoughts on it.
And the next topic we have here is that Netflix has shared some first look photos from Kevin Smith's Masters of the Universe Revelation animated series that's set to arrive this summer. And they have just one of them right here. To me, it looks like either like the style. Old school, or not old school, I guess. Maybe it is old school depending on who you ask. But like the early 2000s Scooby-Doo movies like Cyber Chase and Zombie Island is sort of what it looks like. Exactly either that or like an American anime, something like that. Or I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it definitely looks sort of Warner Bros. Animation to me, like Justice League animated series sort of stuff.
Are you a big Masters of the Universe fan, or I mean, is it?
No, I've never seen an episode.
I've seen the movie with Dolph Lundgren, I think, which a lot of people hate that.
Did he play He-Man?
Mm-hmm. Oh, but I'm curious to check this one out for sure. Made by the man Kevin Smith. I love Kevin Smith's work, and he's got a good cast for this. You got Mark Hamill, Kevin Conroy. You got Batman and Joker back at it again, and I can't remember who's playing He-Man. I don't think he's.
It was a guy from Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, he's not as known, but I mean, you're telling me Mark Hamill, he's voicing Skeletor. I mean, that's cool enough. I think he'll do a great job with that. But I know the story picks up right off to where the 80s one left off, so I guess I might have to check that one out and see if it's any good. But yeah, it comes out this summer on Netflix, so I think might try it out and see if it's any good. If they don't say Snoochie Boochies, then it might suck.
I'm sure they'll probably say it in there somewhere, maybe.
Come on, gotta have it. On to the next topic, Monsters at Work, which is a Disney Plus show that Dylan didn't know was coming, neither did I. But this is just a little image they came out with. I wouldn't say anything too great. I mean, it's good to see, but it's nothing. It's not like the characters you know. But it comes out in July. And is this? Did you say this was a direct sequel to?
Yes, it's following the original movie.
Yeah, and Billy Crystal and John Goodman are coming back to play their roles, and they're gonna have the Yeti in there too, which he was always one of my favorites for the characters in the original. I'm glad that they are continuing Monsters Inc. because I don't know if it's Dylan's, but Monsters Inc. is my favorite Disney movie of all time. I love that movie so much as a
Mine
kid.
is probably the first Toy Story.
Yeah, it's kind of a tie up between those because those are both great. But I remember having from Monsters Inc. the VHS, and it was blue.
Also, you'll probably hear
cool.
Jeter barking in the background. Just try to ignore it.
Yeah.
After we're done filming this, I'm gonna go let him outside.
And he's just jealous. He wants to be back on the screen. Anyways, but yeah, it comes out in July on Disney Plus, and I know I'm looking forward to seeing how they continue the story because I think I need to see the original one again because I don't remember how it ended.
Well, didn't it end with Mike putting back Boo's door and then he opens the door and then smiles and then it goes to credits?
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I think it could be a good time. We'll just find out July 2nd. So 2 days before the 4th.
Yeah, and this will also be around the same time as like all the other Marvel stuff's coming out too.
So busy.
This summer is going to be pretty loaded with Disney content, like superhero stuff and like Pixar stuff. So
we didn't have a lot to talk about last summer, so
yeah,
this summer we'll definitely make up for that.
Actually, before we move on to the thing, this is it for our main topics.
Moving on to that segment we started last week. Still don't have a name for it. I'm trying to find a name for it, but this week we'll be discussing TV shows.
Yeah, and the topic or what it is we're gonna be discussing what our each top favorite TV show is of all time.
Yeah.
And we're actually going to get started here with Chase's.
Yeah. My favorite TV show of all time is The Office. This is such a great, fun show. I actually, for the first time, watched it over the pandemic and everything, and I was hooked from the start. I know I swore people said that like it kind of starts slow that first season and everything, but I actually just love the show. I think we talked about it on one of the episodes that this is kind of one of those shows you think, oh, it's about The Office. Like, I mean, how can that be a fun show? But I mean, they like there's like adult jokes and just this is, I feel like Steve Carell like at his finest. I mean, he's great in The Anchorman, but I mean, he was at his finest, and got John Krasinski. I mean, this I felt like kind of was the thing that got him kick-started, and you got why am I forgetting the guy who named played Dwight?
Rainn Wilson.
Yeah, Rainn Wilson. Which I don't know. Dylan's seen The Office. I don't know who's your favorite character out of the.
Probably Jim.
Yeah, I like Dwight. Dwight's always my favorite because he's always doing something that keeps you interested. I know they talked about doing a reunion or seeing. I would be all down for that if they would continue the show, and just so we can see what's going on now. But that's my favorite. I'll kick it off to Dylan.
Yes, and my favorite TV show of all time is The Walking Dead. It was actually between two different shows. It was between The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones. But what's keeping me from choosing Game of Thrones is that last season. But anyways, Walking Dead is my favorite show of all time. It's still on after, I think it's in its 9th season right now, and it's going to have a 10th season, which will be its last season. It also even has a spin-off, Fear the Walking Dead, which is going on right now, which a lot of people say they think is better than the original show. At the moment, it kind of is, but regardless, I mean, it's true. But regardless,
I've seen enough. I haven't seen it past the second
Prime
season.
Walking Dead with Rick was like some of the best television you could watch, in my opinion. Like, it was just incredible. Like, the action's great. Zombies are great.
That first season was really good.
Yeah.
You had the dude who played Punisher, who plays Punisher now.
John Bernthal, yeah.
You got such a good cast back then.
It's such a good show with, like, great characters. They even introduced Daryl Dixon, that you can see in the middle on the right next to Rick. He's an original character for the show. He wasn't in the visual novel comic books that were first.
Dylan's a big fan.
Yeah, I was a huge. I love the comic books, and I read them all the way through to the end. And Daryl's an original character for the show, which is cool. But the show. If I
remember, he ain't one of your favorites, is he?
Daryl, no, I like him
because I know a lot of people that's their favorite.
He's not my favorite, but I do like him. Glenn was my favorite.
Who is your Glenn? Yeah,
he was, but I knew he was gonna go at that point. Yeah. But Walking Dead's my favorite show of all time.
Yeah. So next week we will be doing video games. I haven't decided which one we will do, but
like when you say which one, you mean like you haven't decided like if we're gonna do our favorite or like top 3 or like our most underrated. You haven't figured that out yet.
I actually like that one you just said right there.
Most underrated?
No, top 3.
Top 3 video games of all time.
Video games of all time, which that's gonna take a week to.
It won't take me very long. I'll probably think of it in the next 20 minutes. Because there are only a few games that I've played as much as the ones that I'm going to put in my top 3. So keep out for that.
But so we'll talk about that next week.
All right. And I think that's going to do it for this episode of the Media Unrestricted Podcast. Thank you for watching. If you would, give us a like and a subscribe, and be sure to hit that notification bell and press all notifications. We greatly appreciate it. Yep. Leave your comment as to what your favorite TV show of all time is, and if you agree with either of us. Yep. Or also leave a comment for any of the other topics that we've talked about. Let us know your thoughts about them.
Because I'd love to hear other people's favorite TV show, because that's always such a wide variety of different shows that you could just talk to people about that. Also, please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter, because I know Dylan got that up. Yep. So please give us a follow on those. We'll try to keep those more updated at all costs. But thanks to the new subscribers. We really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you next week.